U.S. government is on the brink of what would be its 15th partial shutdown since 1981, with the Trump administration and Democrats in the Senate deeply at odds over government funding. The administration really ratcheted up the heat in this standoff on Wednesday night with with a memo from the Office of Management and Budget warning that if the federal government does shut down on October 1st, because Congress hasn't kept funding current, they would look at that as an opportunity to fire more federal staffers. Senate Democrats are in a bit of a bind right now. The House earlier in the month passed a bill that would keep the government running through November 21st. That's a stopgap measure that's really meant to give lawmakers time to negotiate and find a deal to fund the government through the full fiscal year. The Senate has rejected that bill, and Senate Democrats are calling for major changes to it, including restoring some health care funding. And it's something that the White House has kind of rejected out of hand. But they're in a bind. Chuck Schumer, the leader of the Senate Democrats, back in March, got together enough votes with the Republicans, who were the majority in that chamber, to pass what's called a CR, continuing resolution keeping the government funded. And he was really reamed by members of his own caucus, particularly the more progressive members, for not doing more to resist the Trump administration. This time around, he's signaled that he's ready to stand up. He's ready to vote no. They've already voted this proposal down one time. But the challenge is that if the government does shut down beginning on Wednesday, there's not a clear off-ramp.
We declare that we are ready to work with U.S. President Donald Trump and with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and France, the United Nations and all partners to implement the peace plan that was approved in the conference that was held on the 22nd of September in a way that would lead towards a just peace and regional cooperation. Ladies and gentlemen, today we say clearly, peace cannot be achieved if justice is not achieved. And there can be no justice if Palestine is not freed.
New Directions Community Credit Union is now open in Titusville. They may be new to our community, but they've been serving our region since 1974, providing their members with affordable products and services. Membership is open to anyone who lives, works, worships, volunteers, attends school, regularly conducts business, or who owns a business in Venango, Forest, Warren, or Crawford counties. Visit their new location at 206 South Martin Street in Titusville to learn more about becoming a member. Best of luck to all the students and athletes this fall from New Directions Community Credit Union.
Looking for expert orthopedic care? Dr. Charlie Gates, a trusted name at Titusville Area Hospital, can help you regain mobility and a better quality of life. With years of experience and a passion for personalized care, Dr. Gates specializes in treating a wide range of orthopedic conditions. Whether it's joint pain, sports injuries, or orthopedic surgery, trust Dr. Charlie Gates at Titusville Area Hospital for your orthopedic care. Call 814-827-9770 today to schedule your appointment.
Vanderhoof Heating and Air Conditioning provides residential and light commercial air conditioning services throughout the area. They understand the importance of your cooling system working properly. That is why you can trust in Vanderhoof to do the job right. Whether it's a non-working air conditioner, yearly maintenance, or a new install, you can be assured that we will solve your problem quickly and efficiently. Your home's air conditioning system is far more than just temperature. It's a complete comfort system that combines temperature, humidity, air quality, and above all, safety. Vanderhoof Heating and Air Conditioning in Titusville. Titusville Market Square is home to over 100 unique vendors featuring antiques, collectibles, candles, coins, baked goods, dairy products, food items, comic books, toys, and so much more. You'll discover something new every time you walk through the door. Did we mention the selection of baked goods, breads, Clark's Donuts, and Amish pies? Titusville Market Square has you covered. Stop in to explore today. Titusville Market Square in downtown Titusville.
Our new home.
Somebody pinched me.
Somebody say pinch?
Pinch,
Ooh,
pinch.
pinch.
We mean we just bought this.
Yeah, we just bought a new house. Why are there crabs?
Don't call for pinches. Call for protection.
Hit it. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Your State Farm agent is ready to help you choose the right coverage for your new house.
And your car.
All right, which way to the sea?
We're in Ohio.
So is that close or?
No.
You got a pool?
No.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I'm Ronnie Long.
And I'm Lisa Mellon.
The name Armstrong reflects more than just a company. It's a promise.
While others focus on the short term, we're building for a future that's limitless.
From the dawn of cable television to the rise of the digital age, we've delivered cutting-edge technology like our advanced fiber network that redefines what's possible.
Guided by our core values, we have proudly served and strengthened communities like yours for generations.
Fat Chad's is Titusville's premier dining destination. Come hungry and enjoy these menu favorites: T-bone steak, homemade meatloaf dinner, or soft shell crab tacos. Dive into fresh pasta entrees like shrimp and scallop pasta or our signature Asiago chicken. And don't miss our famous burgers and fish sandwiches, all served with fresh cut fries. Fridays mean prime rib specials. Enjoy wild game Saturdays. And on Sundays, it's our all-you-can-eat wing buffet. For good food and good times, it's Fat Chad's Brewing in Titusville.
211 is an easy-to-remember telephone number for finding health and human services for everyday needs and in crisis situations. Every day, highly trained 211 call specialists provide referrals to basic human needs resources like food banks and shelters, physical and mental health, employment support, support for youth and child care programs, and support for adults and persons with disabilities. To learn more, dial 211 or visit pa211nw.org.
U.S. stocks ended lower on Thursday, with the Dow dropping nearly 0.4% and the S&P 500 and NASDAQ each losing 0.5%. While most of the S&P 500 sectors ended lower, Mike Muscio, president of FBB Capital Partners, cautions against reading too much into the market's third straight day of losses.
We're in a stretch here where it's 3 consecutive down days right now, but I would call them orderly down days, nothing too crazy, nothing too volatile in terms of spiking within individual sectors or even individual names that much. So I think it's a little bit of profit taking, a little bit of probably window dressing as we get to the close of the third quarter, where institutions are shifting some money around from some of the things that have been winners and starting to look for other places for that capital to go.
Stocks on the move Thursday included CarMax, which spiraled 20% after the used car retailer reported lower second quarter profit. Shares of Accenture dropped more than 2.5%, despite the consulting firm reporting revenue above expectations. And shares of Costco slipped even after the discount retailer beat fourth quarter revenue and profit estimates. Investors are braced for Friday's release of the Personal Consumption Expenditures Price Index, the Fed's preferred inflation measure, which could shape expectations for the path of interest rates.
And here's your final copy. TikTok.
President Donald Trump signed an executive order on Thursday declaring that his plan to sell TikTok's U.S. operations to U.S. and global investors will address the national security requirements in a 2024 law. The new U.S. company will be valued at around $14 billion, Vice President J.D. Vance said, putting a price tag on the popular short video app for the first time. Trump has delayed enforcement of the law that bans the app unless its Chinese owners sell it until December 16th, amid efforts to extract TikTok's U.S. assets from the global platform, line up American and other investors, and win approval from the Chinese government. Trump said Chinese President Xi Jinping agreed to the deal.
I spoke with President Xi. We had a good talk. I told him what we were doing, and he said, go ahead with it.
Vance gave more details on the effort.
The most important thing is that it does protect Americans' data security. It ensures TikTok is still accessible. And on this question of the algorithm, which we've heard this a lot, what this deal ensures is that the American entity and the American investors will actually control the algorithm. We don't want this used as a propaganda tool by any foreign government.
The Chinese embassy in Washington did not immediately respond to a request for comment, and TikTok did not immediately comment on Trump's action. Trump has credited TikTok, which has 170 million U.S. users, with helping him win re-election last year and has 15 million followers on his personal account. He added that Larry Ellison, Michael Dell, Rupert Murdoch, and others would be part of the deal.
All right, let's take a look at that weather forecast for northwest Pennsylvania. Dense fog advisory in effect this morning. Partly cloudy skies this afternoon and temperatures in the mid-70s. Partly cloudy this evening, becoming foggy and damp after midnight with lows in the low 50s. Saturday, partly cloudy, upper 70s. Sunday, partly cloudy, low 80s. Monday, partly cloudy, low 80s. And Tuesday, partly cloudy with a high of 80. That is a look at your weather forecast here at 7:14. This is the Morning Drill. You're watching it on Stream TV and on the Armstrong Neighborhood Channel.
Hello, Friday. It's good to see you. Today's gonna be a good day. Thanks for starting your Friday with Luke and Amy on the Morning Drill. Hello, Friday. It's good to see you. Today's gonna be a good day. Thanks for starting your Friday with Luke and Amy.
Look at that live shot here this morning. That's the Temple Bar in Dublin. What's going on this weekend in Dublin?
Steelers.
Oh, the Steelers are playing, and boy, there's a lot of Steelers stuff hanging up all over Dublin.
That's right.
It's really cool to see if you haven't had a chance to see it. But look at that, the Temple Bar all decked out. There's some brown and gold, some purple weaved in there. So, yeah, look at they're waving the terrible towels. See that down there?
Nice.
Yeah, a lot of Pittsburgh media outlets hanging out in Pittsburgh, or I'm sorry, in Dublin. Yeah, well, in Pittsburgh, but also in Dublin for the weekend. It would have been so cool to be there. Look at that. That is so cool. Those terrible towels waving away. The Steelers being the home team, taking on the Vikings, 9:30 Sunday morning on NFL Network, if you want to watch the Steelers in action. But, yeah, that's a live shot of the Temple Bar. Someday we are going to be there.
Mm-hmm. Who's going to be recording us, though?
Nobody.
Exactly.
we could set up and do the show live from right there.
Oh, let's do it.
It's 12:16 right now in Dublin. So,
all right.
You want to do that?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's go.
Be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll kind of keep an eye out on what's going on there at the Temple Bar. And, well, it looks like a beautiful area. It looks like a beautiful day. And looking forward to seeing. So we're going to be busy, of course, Sunday morning. We film church services. So we're going to be. I just wonder how many people, not me, will have their phone out on the side, in the
Checking
pew.
the score.
Yeah, or as you mentioned the other day, maybe opening that hymnal.
Yep.
And
you're really in it today, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm really. Boy, this bulletin is fascinating. Let me just take it all in. Yeah. But anyways, Steelers play Sunday morning. All right, we've got quite a
You
lineup.
have a busy day.
Quite a lineup. This is the last Friday of the month.
Oh my Lord.
We've got Cheri Porter from the Oil Creek and Titusville Railroad. She'll be joining us. Holly Sprong from the Titusville YMCA. She'll be joining us. Mr. Sports, Bruce Peterson. He'll be joining us. You thought I was going to say she was going to be joining us.
No, I did not.
I was on a roll. But no, looking forward to all our guests here this morning. With Bruce, we're going to talk about the Steelers. We're going to talk about college football. The Pirates, probably there. The Penguins.
All right.
Yeah, hockey action, hockey season. I see a good friend of ours was inducted into the Cathedral Prep Athletic Hall of Fame yesterday. Did you see that picture?
Do I have a phone?
No, you don't.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I don't. Sorry, I didn't. I keep forgetting. You know how many times I went to text you last night, realizing your phone is not working?
So I went to a soccer game with no phone on the way home. Our son said, Did you not get my text messages? Because he was texting me from the bus.
Oh, that son. Okay.
And his coach is like, she doesn't have a phone. Oh, yeah.
Our middle son called me. He's like, which he never called. Our kids never call me first.
Mm-hmm.
They always call you.
Mm-hmm.
So he called me, and he's like, "Hey, Dad." And I'm like, "Hey, what's going on?" He goes, "Hey, whatever." And he goes, "I was waiting for it." He's like, "Is something wrong with Mom's phone?" Ah, there it is. That's why you're calling. That's why you're calling me.
I can't.
I said yes. Yes, Mom does not have a phone. She broke
Well, it
her
also
phone.
could be at a parent being paranoid, because I do text them every morning and tell them, hi, have a good day.
Oh, look at you. Super mom there.
They could be
I just leave them alone because they know I'm there if they need something.
Yeah.
Our oldest called me, yesterday, I think, because he had some news he wanted to share, which is great. But I was also waiting for, what's wrong with Mom?
Yeah.
Where's she been?
Nolan already called him and said, hey, Mom's phone's not working.
Yeah, well, I asked him
Don't
to
worry.
do that.
Yeah.
So, that's your story.
That sums
Well,
it up.
what makes it worse is Amy hasn't had a new phone, an upgraded phone, for a long time, like years.
Yeah, five.
5 years.
Yeah,
So
5
now
years.
it's her turn.
Mm-hmm.
She finally gets it. And what happens? The old phone stops working moments before we're ready to transfer everything over. So Amy doesn't want to lose, which is rightly so, all your pictures and text messages, all that stuff you don't want to lose. So now I like when you call support and they're like, oh, yeah, just go into our nearest office. Like, do you realize we live in between nowhere?
Yeah.
The nearest office
We're hours away.
is 2 hours away. Oh, we're really sorry about that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So.
It's okay, because I called to set up that appointment, as you told me to. And they look, well, did you do this? Did you do listen, I don't even know what that means. I know that my husband has been on your phone with tech support for hours today.
Yeah, when I really haven't had time, but
No,
I did that.
and you did, and you were very kind, and I'm
you.
very thankful. And you saved my car too, because that was a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's like, I'm like, yes. Well, when you go to the cloud, what does it say? It says this and this. Well, it shouldn't say that. It should say this. Okay, well, it doesn't.
Yeah. Well, anyways, that whole mess is going on, and it's a busy time. And
Look at their terrible town.
I know, that's awesome. This is live Dublin, Ohio. Dublin, Ireland.
That's hilarious.
That would be awesome if it was Dublin, Ohio. Yeah, we've given up on the Browns and the Bengals. Let's just go with Steelers.
Yeah.
And our friends watching in Ohio, we're joking. But anyways, yeah, so I do feel bad that you've had these communication issues. But several times last night, I wanted to pick up the phone and text you, and I did this just to see if your phone was even remotely close to working, to track you to see.
You could have tracked my iPad.
Okay.
I thought about somebody said, should we text your husband and tell him you actually made it? And I said, he can track my iPad. It's in the car.
Okay, well, I didn't do that, but there's something else I was going to say. I don't know. It's Friday. It's Friday. A lot going on. We're going to get to birthdays, what we're celebrating, not just today, but through the weekend. We'll get you through the weekend. We'll wrap up the last couple days in September, first part of the week, and then we're going to be in October. I know.
It's crazy.
It is. It is. And, with some of our guests, like Cheri Porter, who's coming up, October's really busy. I don't know, and I have to ask somebody this who knows a lot more about trees than me. But is it because everything's been so dry that it seems like the leaves, they're turning quicker and falling to the ground faster? It just seems like we're not going to have any leaves when we get into October. I know we will. That's a dumb statement. But I'm just, around here, that rain the other day.
They're all on the ground.
Yeah, I'm wow.
Yeah.
We might not have anything. All right, so birthdays, what we're celebrating. We'll get to birthdays first.
Sure.
And today is the 26th day of September. Who's celebrating birthday?
Actress Linda Hamilton is 69.
Okay, Terminator.
Singer Christina Milian is 44. Serena Williams is 44. Actress Tallulah Riley is 40. Actress Lily Singh is 37. That is all.
That's it?
That's it.
That's it. Happy birthday to all those folks. Happy birthday to you, if today happens to be your birthday, from all of us here today. Let's switch gears and find out what we're celebrating today and through the weekend.
Maybe.
Uh-oh.
Okay. It's okay, we're good. Fingers crossed. Holy cow. Maybe it's just me.
Yes. Believe me, we've had meetings about that.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay. AFL Grand Final Friday. Alpaca Day. American Indian Day. Better Breakfast Day. Dominion Status Day. European Language Day. German Sandwich Day. HR Professionals Day. Hug a Vegetarian Day. International Day for the Total Elimination of Nuclear Weapons. Johnny Appleseed Day. Love Note Day. Lumberjack Day. Michigan Indian Day. National Brave Day. I'm sorry. It's me. National Chimichanga Day, National Compliance Officer Day, National Day of Praise and Worship, National Doodle Day, National Dumpling Day, National Law Enforcement Suicide Awareness Day, National Mesothelioma Awareness Day, National Pancake Day.
Ooh. Sometimes it just really hits. It's a good pancake. What's a good pancake for you? Is it real thick?
So I like the thick, and you guys don't.
Sometimes I do.
I try to make it.
No.
And then I add more flour. What?
Well, you're thick and airy's one thing, really thick, and then
I like it thick.
And then 5 of them, that's a lot. If you make them really thick, I can only eat 1 or 2.
Okay.
Oh, I got the look.
So mine are I do homemade. I don't do a box.
Yeah.
I don't do the just add water. Okay. Native American Day, Save the Koala
Is
Day.
it still today?
Yes. Shamu Day. Sport Purple for Platelets Day, World Biggest Coffee Morning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Coffee's good this morning.
Yes, thank you. Okay, that's today.
Oh, by the way, it's over there. We've been drinking this week. Our good friend Chris Feely brought us coffee.
Yes.
And I was going to plug the brand. It's over there.
It's on the bottom shelf.
Okay. It's been really good. Thanks, Chris.
It's very good. Yeah, thank you. And, okay, tomorrow.
And the funny part is Chris doesn't drink coffee. So I don't know what's going to take for him to drink coffee.
Yeah.
Like he's missing out. It's like a whole new world. I'm sorry. Go ahead. This is tomorrow?
Yes. It's Ancestor Appreciation Day, Day of the French Community, Family Health and Fitness Day, Fish Amnesty Day, International Lace Day, International Rabbit Day, and Morning Show Host Day. National AJ Day, National Bunny Day, National Chocolate Milk Day, National Corned Beef and Hash Day, National Crush a Can Day, National Crush Day, National Ghost Hunting Day, National Hunting and Fishing Day, National No Excuses Day, National Public Lands Day, National Scarf Day, National Seat Check Saturday, National Singles Day, Save Your Photos Day, World Tourism Day, World's Largest Pet Walk. And then, I'm sorry, I'm trying. It's updated. It's like, oh my gosh. Okay, Sunday, Ask a Stupid Question Day. Fish Tank Floor Show Night, Morning Star Mother's Day, Gold Star Mother's and Family Day, International Day for Universal Access to Information, International Poke Day, International Right to Know Day, National Good Neighbor Day, North Carolina Day. Oh my gosh. National Police Memorial Day, National Self-Awareness Day, National Strawberry Cream Pie Day, World Day of Migrants and Refugees, World Deaf Day, World Rabies Day, World Rivers Day. I'm going to give up in a minute day. Okay, that's all.
That's it?
That's it.
All right. Well, that was painful.
It was. It will not let me go through this page.
Okay. Well, we got a busy morning ahead. Cheri Porter from the Oil Creek and Titusville Railroad will be joining us. Holly Sprong from the Titusville YMCA. Mr. Sports Bruce Peterson set to join us much later this morning as the celebration continues in Dublin, Ireland. The Steelers and the Vikings this Sunday morning. And there's a whole group of people down there with terrible towels as we look at this live shot of Dublin this morning. Oh, there they go, waving away. This is the Morning Drill. Your news is coming up next.
Vehicle shopping? Make sure you check out Titusville Ford first. Shop our amazing selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in stock. Visit us on Route 8 in Titusville and see why our customer service is a cut above the rest. Titusville Ford, your hometown dealer.
Discover unforgettable savings of over $8,000 off your next Chevy truck at Community Chevrolet's September to Remember sales event.
It's like the saying goes, a golden retriever never forgets.
I'm not sure you have that right, Clark. You might want to acknowledge the elephant in the room. What's truly memorable is Community's savings this month of more than $8,000 off a 2025 Silverado and nearly $5,000 off top SUVs like the Tahoe. So don't forget about the September to Remember sales event this month only at Community Chevrolet.
Marsh Home Center Furniture, Appliances, and Bedding is located at 305 East Spring Street in Titusville. Marsh Home Center welcomes you in to explore their growing inventory of name brand furniture, appliances, and bedding. Need something not currently in stock? No problem. Order from Marsh's online catalog and have it delivered right to your door. Visit Marsh's to see their entire showroom. Ask questions, see what items are on sale, or just stop in and say hi. Marsh Home Center Furniture, Appliances, and Bedding, behind Giant Eagle in Titusville.
Did you hear?
Todd's in the hospital.
Who's Todd? He got a collapsed lung from vaping. He thought it was cool.
Not cool.
Promise you won't vape, Emma. It can lead to a lifelong addiction, and we can't be friends if your lungs collapse.
Bogus.
Wacky sitcom teens aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Whether you want to go and lead in your craft in the trades, whether you want to go and be that nurse or medical worker and have a real impact on lives, or whether you want to go and help that business improve its bottom line, this is the place, and now is your time to go with confidence, to go with skill, to go succeed. The Education and Training Center at Pitt Titusville.
I needed a place I could feel cared for without the long drive. I chose Meadville OBGYN because both my sisters came here, highly recommended Dr. Kristen. Dr. Kristen makes me feel very comfortable. Like I'm family, like we're friends, very personable. My daughter Evie was born in Breach, and it was Dr. Kristen and Dr. Barco, and they were incredible. It was a wonderful experience. I wouldn't ever want to go anywhere else.
Community Connect Federal Credit Union, serving Crawford, Venango, Forest, and Warren counties. Their mission is to provide quality, low-cost, and personal financial products for the growth and security of their members and families. Stop in, call, or visit our website, communityconnectfcu.com, and click Join to get started. Community Connect Federal Credit Union, 1050 East Spring Street in Titusville.
I'm Ben Leach, Republican nominee for Magisterial District Judge, reminding you to get out and vote Tuesday, November 4th. As the only candidate with over 13 years of real courtroom experience and a dedicated career in the justice system, I've consistently demonstrated the ability to remain fair and impartial. As I continue my lifelong dedication to serving our community, I strive to be the kind of leader our citizens deserve. On November 4th, vote with confidence for a candidate who is qualified day one, bringing the experience needed to serve as your next Magisterial District Judge.
U.S. stocks ended lower on Thursday, with the Dow dropping nearly 0.4% and the S&P 500 and NASDAQ each losing 0.5%. While most of the S&P 500 sectors ended lower, Mike Muscio, president of FBB Capital Partners, cautions against reading too much into the market's third straight day of losses.
We're in a stretch here where it's 3 consecutive down days right now, but I would call them orderly down days, nothing too crazy, nothing too volatile in terms of spiking within individual sectors or even individual names that much. So I think it's a little bit of profit taking, a little bit of probably window dressing as we get to the close of the third quarter, where institutions are shifting some money around from some of the things that have been winners. And starting to look for other places for that capital to go.
Stocks on the move Thursday included CarMax, which spiraled 20% after the used car retailer reported lower second quarter profit. Shares of Accenture dropped more than 2.5%, despite the consulting firm reporting revenue above expectations. And shares of Costco slipped even after the discount retailer beat fourth quarter revenue and profit estimates. Investors are braced for Friday's release of the Personal Consumption Expenditures Price Index, the Fed's preferred inflation measure, which could shape expectations for the path of interest rates.
All right, let's take a quick look at that weather forecast for Northwest Pennsylvania. We are looking at dense fog advisory here for this morning. Other than that, partly cloudy skies this afternoon, mid-70s for a high. Partly cloudy skies this evening, becoming foggy and damp after midnight, lows in the low 50s. Saturday, partly cloudy, upper 70s. Sunday, partly cloudy, low 80s. Monday, partly cloudy, low 80s. And Tuesday, partly cloudy with temperatures around 80 degrees. That is a look at your weather forecast at 7:37. This is the Morning Drill. You're watching it on Stream TV and on the Armstrong Neighborhood Channel. I'm not sure I've ever asked Cheri if she's driven to the studio here this morning, or did she come by train? Well, Cheri Porter's with us from the Oil Creek and Titusville Railroad. Good morning, Cheri. How are you?
Morning. Good, thank you.
Yeah, that'd be great if they could drop you off right over here.
Right? Yeah. Just jump off while they're dropping freight off next door.
Yeah. Are people surprised? I know maybe you don't get this question, but are people surprised to know that we still use trains for a lot of businesses here?
Some, yes. Others, not so much. A lot of times we'll get the question of, wow, these tracks seem like really open and clear for, just a tourist train. Well, yeah, that's because the tracks are used for freight on days that we're not hauling passengers. And they're like, oh, that makes more sense. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, it's been a busy month, and really the last couple of weeks have been absolutely gorgeous. Yes. I don't know about you, but it just feels like we're losing the leaves a lot. I don't know if it's because it's been so dry, but it's like this is a good window to ride the train before all the leaves are gone.
Yes. Yep. We actually had a lot of people last weekend that did walk-up tickets for that exact reason, because they knew we were supposed to get rain this week, and they were really concerned as to what it would do to the colors and the leaves and stuff like that. So far, we haven't seen a whole lot of leaves dropping through the valley and stuff, but we are seeing color change much earlier than usual. So there's a lot of color out there. It will be interesting to get down through this weekend and see how much has changed since last weekend.
Yeah, so. And I say that, but no fear. It's always a good time to ride the train. Absolutely. And you could ride it in all the seasons, and you're going to pick up something you've never seen before.
Yep.
So it's an awesome experience and awesome time. Now, with that being said, it's a busy time.
It is.
If you want your tickets, you should call ahead.
Absolutely. Okay. Last weekend, I believe on Saturday, we had 50-some walk-up tickets that were available for purchase. Keep in mind, we seat over 400 people on the train, and we had 50 that people could walk up and buy that day. We did have more on Sunday. Right at the moment, we're about to the same point for this Saturday. I believe yesterday the discussion was we had about 40 walk-up tickets for this coming Saturday. So, yeah, if you're wanting to go, now's the time to be calling and getting those tickets. There will be some walk-up tickets. I know definitely on Sunday. I can't guarantee Saturday, but Sunday we will definitely have walk-ups available for the numbers and stuff like that. But, yeah, going into the first part of October, if you want those tickets for first, second, and third, the first round of fall foliage, call now. So
I'm going to pull up the schedule here for October, but maybe you could, as I pull this up, maybe you could kind of walk everybody through what that experience is like when they buy a ticket and they ride. What are they seeing? How long is it? Because it is quite an experience.
It is, yes. So from the time they purchase their tickets, depending on your timeline between the time they call and order the tickets, we will either send their tickets out to them via mail or we will forward them directly to the station. They can come in and pick up their tickets there at the station. I'm not going to lie to you. It's October. There's going to be a line. Whether that line is for people picking up their tickets that they've already ordered or whether you are in the line to purchase tickets, you're going to have a line. We average about 500 people through the station a day, right? So there is a long boarding line, so you need to keep that in mind. Yes, getting there early is key. We will be parking people around the station and several other locations around town. We do ask that if you're coming in to visit us, please do not park on WL Plastics properties. Please do not park on the other surrounding business properties unless one of our parking attendants guides you to that location. Simply out of respect for the neighboring businesses, we don't want to take up their staff's parking and their business parking, so please follow the directions given. But again, you will have a very long line to stand in for boarding on the train. We try to get that line moving as fast and as efficiently as we can, but we also try to give anybody that has limited mobility, we try to get them on first so they've got a little bit more time to get settled in and stuff like that. Once we get everybody on board, we try to depart promptly at 11 a.m. If you're riding on Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, Saturday or Sunday, it's 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. We get down through the valley, again, an hour and 25 minutes south, about 20-minute layover while we're at Wren Farm Station, and then an hour and 20 back north.
Wow.
So, yeah.
It's quite a day. It's a lot of fun. And you've done something, I think you've, did you sing for the people waiting in line?
Oh,
Are
no.
you
I don't
sure?
want to scare them
Are you
away.
sure? Okay.
Yes.
I mean, you're signing autographs, I think, right?
Oh,
People
yeah,
are like, oh, that's
sure.
Cheri. Yeah, let's... Whatever you can do to ease up the
Yes.
line. Now, you also have a phenomenal gift shop.
We do.
Do most people shop after, or are they looking kind of while they're waiting?
About a mix, half and
Okay.
half. Some decide they want to get their stuff early and then take it back out, put it in their cars. Other people are like, I don't want to take that on the train with me, so I'll grab it when we come back. And so we've got a mix of it.
All right. Well, what kind of, just real quick, because, you've got the holidays coming up, too. So even if you're not riding the train, Perry Street Station still open. You can come down and do some shopping. What sort of items do you have? And by the way, a lot of these gifts, especially if you're sending it to maybe loved ones, friends who don't live here anymore, or they just want a piece of home, this stuff really excites people when they get it.
Yes.
Talk about what you have.
So we have everything. We've got everything from drinkware. So we've got travel mugs, wine, insulated wine tumblers. We've got just regular glassware. We've got coffee mugs. I believe there's some shot glasses down there with different things on them. Let's see. We've got plastic cups that the kids might enjoy in bright, fun colors. I want to say like turquoise and red and not sure what the third color is, but anyway, just bright different things like that for the little ones. We've got shirts, we've got sweatshirts. Let's see. There's books, there's kids' toys, there's train sets, there's...
Thomas the Tank Engine stuff? Is there
there's a little bit of that. It's really hard to come by right now.
Yeah.
We do have one vendor that provides it, and I believe I got an email from him yesterday that he had some new stuff, so I'll be checking that out to see what's there.
And I think you've had like train ornaments.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah,
So,
I mean,
yep.
Canjos?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
so there's something for everybody.
Absolutely.
What's the best time is obviously when it's open, right?
Right.
Okay, so even if the train departs, people could come in, or
Oh, yeah. Yep.
okay,
Staff is still in station after the train leaves. So once we leave at 11 o'clock, staff is still in the station. So they are welcome to come in and look around and make purchases and stuff while the train is out. Absolutely.
and you've got people that will come maybe into town to have lunch or dinner at a local restaurant. Maybe they're driving past and they see lights and they're like, oh, let's stop in and see what's going on here. Or they're staying at the Caboose Motel and they're coming over. So
Yes.
you've got a lot of visitors, don't you?
We do. Yes. We're very fortunate for that.
And then when everybody arrives back, they don't just necessarily rush home, but they're either hanging around or maybe they're exploring local businesses. And it's got to make you feel good knowing that you have local establishments who recognize, like, hey, the OC&T brings in a lot of tourism dollars.
We try, yes. So we've got some of the restaurants in the area that will adjust like their October schedule to accommodate the passengers coming off of or getting on board the trains and stuff like that. So that makes it nice because it's hard when you have people coming in and you have to say, they say, well, where do we go for lunch? And you're like, I got nothing at this point. But we do have a couple of the restaurants that have adjusted their fall schedule, so they will be open later, so that, there are places for the passengers to, stop and eat and stuff like that. We try very hard to make sure that we have brochures for all the local establishments, both on the train and in the depot, that if people are looking for places to go, we can hand them a list that has all of the local restaurants in all directions of travel, as well as, here's the menus for these places and that type of thing. So, yeah.
Well, it's some beautiful scenery.
It is.
That's beautiful. Let's talk about October. You mentioned it's a busy month.
It is.
Weekends are extremely busy.
Yes.
Murder Mystery, is that sold out?
It is sold out, yes.
Now, that's it for the season, correct? For Murder Mystery?
The last Murder Mystery will be the October one, yes.
Yeah. So, next year, they'll be back?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
There's 10 on the schedule already.
Wow.
So, yep.
People need to wait till end of the year, first of the year to get the schedule, right?
Right. Once we release the schedule, somewhere end of December, early January, maybe a little earlier with some of the upcoming stuff for next year. Once we release that schedule, they can call and order tickets for any point in time. We actually had people calling in January this year to get their Santa tickets for this year because they had missed it the last couple of years. And so as soon as the schedule went live, they called and said, I want my Santa tickets. So, yeah.
Well, we're going to talk about that and with the 40th anniversary.
Yes.
That's next year.
It is.
And that's going to be a whole year celebration?
I hope so.
All right. So look forward to that. And you're pretty close to that, 1 millionth rider?
We're closing in on 900,000 right at the moment.
Wow.
Yes.
All right. So that's going to be a big celebration when that milestone
I
is
would
hit.
like to think so. Yes, sir.
That's great. How much?
Now, if we could hit them both next year, that would be absolutely fantastic. But, I'll take it however it comes.
Yeah. Well, no. It'll be an extended celebration. We'll go from
Exactly.
40th, right? Yeah, you'll be great.
Yeah.
Now, what's the best way if you got people coming in? Is it going to the Facebook page, the OC&T website to get information to maybe find out what's coming up?
Both of them.
Okay.
I am very fortunate that JC in the office is absolutely phenomenal about keeping everything up to date and current, both on Facebook and the website and stuff like that. So everything that you find there is just about as current as you can possibly get. Now, the other day we did have a minor lag because she was out of the office and we sold out one of the train rides. So, there was a slight delay until she got back to where she had communication and we're like, you need to change this. But other than that, we usually try to keep it up to the minute, current with what's going on. So.
Okay. But a lot of great information.
Yes.
And something that you've been big part of is just, again, that community aspect and sharing posts of other things going on in the community because everybody's sort of working together, which is awesome.
Absolutely. And there's a couple of those events coming up in the next couple of months, so keep your eyes open.
Okay. Ooh. Let's do this real quick. You're watching The Morning Drill on Stream TV and on the Armstrong Neighborhood Channel. Cheri Porter with us here this morning from the Oil Creek and Titusville Railroad. October's busy. You think, okay, things change November, December, January, February, March, but you sneak in some special events. You kind of mentioned one already. Talk about what's coming up November and December.
So November and December will be Santa. Santa will be on the train the last weekend of November, right after Thanksgiving. And he will then be back for the first weekend in December. So 4 runs this year with Santa.
Wow.
So he's going to be a tired guy.
And tickets are available for that?
Absolutely,
okay.
yes, sir.
And again, those go fast as well.
They
do.
Right at the moment, when I looked at the list yesterday, I believe we still had first class tickets available for all 4 runs, but there were a couple where we were down to maybe, I'm going to say the last dozen or so first class tickets, but then still plenty of coach tickets after that.
When do you have time to breathe?
Oh, you're supposed to do that?
They say, but
So yeah, no, we actually had a discussion here not too long ago that shortly the week after Halloween, so that one falls on the 25th of October. I believe somewhere the following week we are going in and stripping out all of the Halloween decorations that will be on the train, and we will start decorating for the Christmas stuff, have it ready to go. And then the intent is as soon as the Christmas runs are done, we'll start stripping stuff out and then be ready for Easter stuff when we need it next spring. So, yep.
When is planning time for you? I mean, when and this is I'm dead serious, an honest question. When is the time where you actually get to go, okay, let's discuss last year and let's start planning next year?
That 3 weeks between the last Christmas train and the beginning of January, maybe.
Because I don't think a lot of people realize, like, the off season, right, when the train isn't running, it's maintenance time, which is tough because it's cold and it's winter time around here. So maintenance can be somewhat difficult.
Yes. Yep, and you add in that is also the peak travel show time. So if the schedule holds, we should have one show in January, one in February, one in March, and one in May, I think, at least. So
talk a little bit about that. What is the travel show? What do you do for that?
So just depends on where they are. One of them that we attend is down around the Pittsburgh area. So we get down, set up a table that has stuff from the railroad. We take stuff from Drake Well, businesses in this area. We partner with Crawford County Convention and Visitors Bureau, and we take a bunch of their stuff with us. I reach out to ORA in Venango County. So we try to make sure that when we set up a table that there is stuff that covers the entire area up here. Venango, Crawford County, the entirety. Because we're already there. And you know what? We are the perfect one to do that because we sit right on the border between the two counties. So what better thing to do than for us to market both sides of the tracks, literally. So we do that. And like I said, we've got one in Pittsburgh. We will have one in New York State. We will have one in Lancaster. We do a couple of train shows throughout the season, so we'll have one of those in November, one of those in March. I have a meeting later today about possibly adding another one to the schedule in June. So yeah, it is just constantly trying to get out and spread the information that here we are, come visit us, this is what the area offers, whether it's hiking trails, stuff like that. Last year when we went to a couple of them, we even had stuff for the gravel road race. We had stuff for the Oil Creek Classic. We had stuff for the OC 100. I mean, we just try to take as much stuff as we can because a lot of these people are looking for areas to come to, and they're not just looking for activities, but they're looking for the outdoors stuff that's available and that type of thing. So we try to make sure that we are marketing the entire area and everything that is here. So
that's awesome. That's incredible. And what's the reaction like when you head east in the state? Are people somewhat aware of what goes on here, or are they surprised and kind of amazed, like, oh, maybe we should visit up there? Because I'm sure it's the same for us when you think, do we head towards Philadelphia or what's over that way? And,
right. A little bit of both. Typically, we're like, oh, you're that train from over there. Yes, we are. But this is what else is in the area, you know. And they're like, well, I didn't realize that was there. Or, oh, that looks interesting. We've got to investigate that. So, yeah, I mean, it's fun to go and make connections. The best part is when those same people show up here. A couple weeks ago, we had a couple that showed up. They came down. They had encountered us at one of the New York shows that we were at. And they were like, you guys just had a phenomenal amount of information and we had to come check it out. And they said, we will definitely be back. They had such a good experience here with where they stayed. Some of the stuff that they did in the area, not only hitting Oil Creek State Park and Drake Well, but just all of their experiences were so good that they were already making plans to come back next year. So those are the kinds of things that make it worth going. So
it sounds like a potential Hallmark Christmas movie here.
Well, Well, we'd
Cheri,
like to
if
think.
you could figure, maybe we could work on a script for it or something.
Yeah, I'm not the writer.
No, or singer for that
Right,
matter. Okay,
right.
but that's going to be amazing. And you must meet a lot of interesting people.
Oh, yes. Yep.
And then it is funny, and to have the encounter when they come and visit which also tells you that going out does work.
Yes.
And talking to people.
Yep.
And sharing information. So, and I think the Caboose Motel just recently celebrated a big anniversary themselves.
They hit 20 years this year.
Wow. So a lot to celebrate, a lot to be excited about.
Yes.
As they're looking forward to another 20. You're looking forward to another 40. And you're going to be here the next 40 years, which is amazing.
Sure.
Yeah. So let's recap because busy time coming up in October and even this weekend. So give us the rundown from now till the end of the year.
So, like I said, this Saturday we are, really getting close to maxing out seating for this Saturday. Sunday we still have plenty of seats available. Next week we roll into fall foliage with October. So I know yesterday we still had seats available for October 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Now, the caveat to that is we do not have any first class tickets. And I know you are always telling people this and they don't always take us seriously. But we have not had a first class ticket for October since the 1st of August. We were slacking a little this year because last year we sold out by middle of July, but this year was 1st of August. So, we do sell out those tickets quickly, but there are still coach seats available for almost all of the days. The only day we are completely sold out for at this point is October 11th. That is the second Saturday. But we do still have seats available for the rest of them. So if you are thinking, especially in the next, week or so, call now and get those tickets because they're going to go fast.
And if you're planning on coming home, maybe for Thanksgiving or maybe you're welcoming family or friends into the area for the holidays.
Christmas. Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely. So those will be the next thing that go fast. We will probably just about make it to the last week of the fall foliage rides before Christmas takes off and goes like wildfire. So
Okay, so be on the lookout for that. Cheri, and again, if people have questions, want more information, maybe they want to stop in. So there's Perry Street Station, and then there's the actual office, two
Correct.
different locations.
Yes. So, yes, the office is at 117 North Franklin Street here in Titusville, just next door to Warner's Bakery. So if you can find the bakery, you can find us next door. You can stop down at the station at 409 South Perry Street. You can always check out the website at www.octrr.org or the Facebook page at Oil Creek and Titusville Railroad.
Okay, that's awesome. And I just want to pull this. This is a beautiful, beautiful picture. This is down at Wren Farm. We don't really look at this a whole lot, but just a really cool location.
Yes.
And you said about 20 minutes that people have to walk around and take pictures like this and explore. So, man, there's really a lot to take in, Cheri.
There is.
Yeah, that's awesome. So get your tickets. You can get them online.
They need to call the office. Yeah.
But you can look and see what's coming up online and
Absolutely.
then call.
And there is a form online that you can download and either email or fax to us. We're hoping next year maybe we will be caught up with the rest of the world and have online ticketing. But again, that's an off-season project, so a little hard to do that in the middle of the season while you're taking the phone calls and selling the tickets.
Do people get to keep the tickets?
Absolutely.
So you get a souvenir there.
Yes.
Cheri, good to see you.
Thank you.
Interstate Pipe and Supply takes pride in providing superior customer service. That's why our dedicated employees are well trained and have the experience to offer friendly, quick, and reliable service and support. Need materials delivered to your job site? No problem. Interstate offers fast delivery from our 4 locations in Western Pennsylvania. We also serve Eastern Ohio, Northern Western Virginia, and Western New York. Service means business at Western Pennsylvania's premier pipe and supply company, Interstate Pipe and Supply.
Anyone with a kind and generous heart and a little money can be a philanthropist. You too can be a force for good in our community, and the Crawford Heritage Community Foundation is here to help you make the most of your charitable giving. We've partnered with hundreds of people like you to make our world and our community a better place. You can give through us to support scholarships or any charitable organization or purpose. Whether you're interested in establishing a permanent endowment or adding to an existing fund, we want to be a part of your plan. Contact us when you're ready to make your mark. Together, we can make your contribution go further.
The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home has been serving the needs of Titusville and surrounding communities since 1965. Mr. Garrett believed in tradition and commitment to excellence, standards that have been passed down from one generation to now a new generation, who will work to provide you with a beautiful, lasting tribute to your loved one. When you need them, they will be there for you. This has been their foundation for almost 60 years. The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, 303 North Washington Street in Titusville. Share the fun of train travel and relive our country's oil history as you ride the OC&T through the valley that changed the world. Learn about the past while traveling on vintage cars. See a variety of wildlife with stops at Drakewell Park, Petroleum Center, and Oil Creek State Park. Arrive early and see the vast collection of train and railroad memorabilia at Perry Street Station. After the ride, enjoy a night's stay at the Caboose Motel. For seasonal specials or for more information, visit octrr.org or call 814-676-1733. For over 30 years, J. Gill Plumbing and Heating has taken pride in being the premier heating and air conditioning service provider in the area. Our highly skilled and certified technicians will work closely with you to address your heating and air conditioning repair, installation, or maintenance needs. And with the J. Gill Service membership, you can take advantage of additional benefits like filter replacements and priority service scheduling. Plus, members get 10% off future projects. Call today to get a free estimate or ask about financing options. Call J. Gill Plumbing and Heating today or visit them online at jgillplumbingheating.com. Marsh Home Center Furniture, Appliances, and Bedding is located at 305 East Spring Street in Titusville. Marsh Home Center welcomes you in to explore their growing inventory of name brand furniture, appliances, and bedding. Need something not currently in stock? No problem. Order from Marsh's online catalog and have it delivered right to your door. Visit Marsh's to see their entire showroom. Ask questions, see what items are on sale, or just stop in and say hi. Marsh Home Center Furniture, Appliances, and Bedding, behind Giant Eagle in Titusville.
211 is a simple telephone number to remember when you don't know where to go for help. Dial 211 when needing to find health and human services for everyday needs and in crisis situations. It's free and confidential, and you'll have access to thousands of programs and services for emergency and non-emergency situations. Visit pa211nw.org to learn more, and remember, help is available by calling 211.
Are you tired of juggling multiple pill bottles? Titusville Express Pharmacy has your solution, now offering compliance packaging. Your medication sorted and sealed by dose, making it easier than ever to stay on track. In a hurry? Take advantage of our convenient drive-through service. We also offer free local delivery for those that qualify. Titusville Express Pharmacy, where convenience meets care. Visit us today at 401 West Spring Street in Titusville. Simplify your medication routine with Titusville Express Pharmacy.
U.S. stocks ended lower on Thursday, with the Dow dropping nearly 0.4% and the S&P 500 and NASDAQ each losing 0.5%. While most of the S&P 500 sectors ended lower, Mike Muscio, president of FBB Capital Partners, cautions against reading too much into the market's third straight day of losses.
We're in a stretch here where it's 3 consecutive down days right now, but I would call them orderly down days, nothing too crazy, nothing too volatile in terms of spiking within individual sectors or even individual names that much. So I think it's a little bit of profit taking, a little bit of Probably window dressing as we get to the close of the third quarter, where institutions are shifting some money around from some of the things that have been winners and starting to look for other places for that capital to go.
Stocks on the move Thursday included CarMax, which spiraled 20% after the used car retailer reported lower second quarter profit. Shares of Accenture dropped more than 2.5%, despite the consulting firm reporting revenue above expectations. And shares of Costco slipped even after the discount retailer beat fourth quarter revenue and profit estimates. Investors are braced for Friday's release of the Personal Consumption Expenditures Price Index, the Fed's preferred inflation measure, which could shape expectations for the path of interest rates.
Well, a check of that forecast. Dense fog this morning, should be burning off with partly cloudy skies expected this afternoon. Temperatures today in the mid-70s. Partly cloudy this evening, becoming foggy and damp after midnight with lows in the low 30s. How about low 50s? Saturday, partly cloudy, upper 70s. Sunday, partly cloudy, low 80s. Monday, partly cloudy, low 80s. Tuesday, partly cloudy with a high of 80. That is a look at your weather forecast at 8:07. This is the morning drill. You're watching it on Stream TV and on the Armstrong Neighborhood Channel.
Healthy living is not far away. Here's Holly Sprong from the YMCA.
I feel like we don't use that enough.
I agree.
For Holly. So
Yeah.
Holly Sprong joins us this morning from the Titusville YMCA. Hi, Holly. How are you?
Hi, good morning, Luke. Good.
Good to see you this morning.
Good to be here.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, have a good day.
Thanks. See you
All
later.
right. What's new and exciting?
Oh, at the YMCA, it's always new and exciting.
Good.
Always fun stuff going on. We are just wrapping up. We're in the middle of our first session of fall programming for the kids.
Wow.
Yeah, about halfway through all of the fall activities like ninja gymnastics and kick, catch, and throw and gymnastics and taekwondo, all those things. We had our first kids' night out last Friday and had about 50 plus kids there. The first one's usually a little slower just because, the weather's nice and everything like that. People getting back into the groove of things. And kids got their new T-shirts, which they were pumped about. Every year we give them a new T-shirt design. And even if your kid wasn't there on Friday, next kids' night out is Glow Night. So they'll get it then. That's October 17th, I think. Yes, and it is probably the most popular kids' night out of the year. All the kids get glow sticks. Michaela plans some sort of glow activity. those are the shirts this year.
Nice.
Yes, the red, white, and blue.
That's very cool.
Kids love them. All the sponsors are on the back, and Michaela is posing in front of our Samantha shrine.
Yeah.
Go Sam.
She's on the homecoming court.
Yes, she's on homecoming court. She has worked at the Y since, I swear, she was 11 years old as a volunteer or on payroll now. But yes, so just giving her a little support and hoping everybody has a great homecoming here in Titusville. It's such a big deal. So that's what that is there
That's
inside
awesome.
of the Y. Yeah, and Mr. Logan painted our door for homecoming. So the paint and the weather kind of, and apparently our windows were too clean, which I'm not sure that happens a lot.
Oh, wow.
But we have a lot of people in and out. But yeah, so we like to participate in all the excitement of today. But yeah, Kids Night Out, Glow Night is next October 17th, that Friday. And I know Michaela was ordering some I think we have glow in the dark tattoos, more glow sticks, we have purple lights and all kinds of basketball hoop rims that glow. So it's an extra fun night. Yeah. For the
It's
kids.
been a really big September for you. There's been a lot going on, and you go back to the beginning, which just seemed like it was days
packed,
ago.
yeah.
But congratulations.
How about that?
40 years.
Right?
Wow.
Yes.
Good job, Kim.
Yep. Yes, Kim has been, a staple in the community and at the Y for 40 years, and she's not one to, really like a lot of attention poured on her, but, she definitely deserves it, and so we tried to, make sure she knew that and celebrate her that day, and it just so happened to be also her birthday, so it was, she had a
Perfect.
lot going on that week. Yeah,
That's
so we
great.
got together, had a little celebration, a staff celebration, and a board celebration for her, and, that's a long time to be at any job, let alone one where you're really, giving of yourself and your time, and so many hours to the community and a nonprofit. So yeah, she's been great, going strong, and we are so lucky to have her. So it was great to celebrate her.
Awesome, awesome. And then you've had what, pickleball and swimming coming back and like
Pickleball tournament,
everything.
yeah, pickleball tournament down at the Ed Meyer complex with the new outdoor courts. September 13th, beautiful day. Couldn't have asked for a better day. Lots of great participation. It was almost full. We had room for one more team.
Oh wow.
Lots of great compliments. People loved it. We always like the feedback. What can we improve? Luckily the weather was on our side. Can't do much about that. But it was a great day of friendly competition. And, we had pizza and water for everybody. And people came from, Erie and Grove City area, maybe all around. So it wasn't just local, pickleballers necessarily. There's John. Yeah, he's a local Y guy. So it was really good to see all of them playing together and have good competition and be out on the new courts. So a lot of them do play at the Y, day in and day out. When it's, rainy out, we've seen them come back in right now this week. So they'll start to come back in, I'm sure, here as the weather turns. But they'll be out there as long as they can, as long as it's safe and everything. They're not going to slip on the surface or anything with leaves, falling and stuff like that. But yeah, so that was a really great tournament that we had. That was a qualifier for a regional golden ticket tournament that is actually going to be held, I believe, this weekend at Slippery Rock. So that was their last chance qualifier to earn that golden ticket to be in that pickleball tournament. Yeah, so it was nice to be able to. We were asked if we would participate in this, and so we did it. And again, it was a great thing. And I think this is our fourth pickleball tournament we've had. So as long as they keep going well and people are wanting them, I see that's something that maybe will continue.
Now that golden ticket, that just lets them play in this tournament, or do they also get to tour the chocolate factory of Willy Wonka?
I think they get a candy bar.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. That's what
I
I'd
know.
be
It's
going
super
for.
fun, isn't it? Yeah. Not to be confused with the actual national golden ticket. Apparently that's something else, but
okay.
And Willy Wonka.
And
but
Willy Wonka,
it's my fave.
Swim team back at it, right? Woo.
Yep, they were back in the pool this week. They were. They had their meeting for new swimmers, which is a really nice thing that Jenna does, where she, Coach Jenna, she's one of our coaches, head coach for our swim team, Titusville Y swim team, gets parents together, sit in a room, ask me questions, answer your questions, or probably more like listen.
Yeah.
And then if you still have questions, there's a whole handbook and there's a trial week. So the kids can try it for a week and she can assess them. And then you can have that conversation with your kids. This is a long season. There's no two ways about it. It just is.
Yeah, the other thing I like about Coach Jenna, and I'm not to get on this tangent, but I think parents come in and, well, this is what my child needs. No. This is our program. You're signing up to be part of this.
Yeah.
We're not changing it for you.
She is a great coach. Yes. And
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, I
drift off of
agree.
that.
She's great. And if you've ever, even when she was on, here in the morning drill with me here last spring, I loved hearing her share, I have high expectations.
Yeah.
And I'm going to hold you to them. It's going to be long, but you might only feel comfortable doing this. Well, we're going to try this first.
By the way, that same philosophy applies if you come in to the Y and you're like, hey, this is what I would like to accomplish. Okay, if that's really what you want to do. Now, if you want to just come in and work out, great.
Yep.
That's fine. But if you're coming to us and saying, this is what I need to do. I'm trying to lose weight. I'm trying to get healthier. I'm trying to blah, blah, blah. Okay, then this is what you need to do, and we're going to be on you to make sure you follow this. So
Yeah,
it's
we
that
can be.
same thing. Yes.
For sure. And, people are very hesitant too coming, into the Y to get off of swim team a bit. But yeah, the parallels are there for, I need to get moving and need to get off the couch. Well, these are the options. And then you can see the hesitation. And then it just takes kind of that push, or I'll take the class with you. I'll ride the bike beside you. It's not that scary. Once you do it, and you know how to push the quick start button, and it counts down 3, 2, 1, and you start pedaling or walking, oh, yeah, that's it. Start your timer at 10 minutes, and then tell me how you feel after a week. Swim team, she pushes them there as well.
Awesome.
And it's great. They've had great success, so must be doing something right.
Yeah. Okay. Again, I'm going to link swimming to another event you had. Devin Zorovchek made a guest appearance, spoke at the Y, and of course her family's big in swimming. But Devin, a great person and new audiologist to Titusville Area Hospital.
We have a great relationship with Titusville Area Hospital. So, Kelly from the hospital, Kelly Clark and I talk quite a bit about what can we do to, bring awareness and wellness type information to the Y members. In a way, we sort of have a captive audience sometimes, right? So, Devin is new service that they're offering at the hospital. Can we make something happen? Yep. Come to Silver Sneakers. Lots of people. Anybody's welcome to any of these. You don't have to be a member. Just come in and have a seat and ask your questions and have that one-on-one time with these, physicians and specialists and anybody that if we can help you and lead you there, then we're happy to work together with the hospital and people there. And it was great. We had a great turnout. Good. And it's funny, a little hard to hear in the gym. But we mic'd her up, and there were some very good questions about insurance too, not just actually what do you do, what about hearing aids. There's all those other questions that go with when you're thinking about going to see somebody because you're having a health issue, I'm not sure what it's going to cost. So it's a nice chance for people to get to have those conversations without having an appointment.
Yeah. Well, it's also nice, too, when you make that appointment and you know who you're going in to see. Yeah. It's yes.
Right.
You feel like you have a bond.
Or,
yes.
Right. You kind of get a feel for them, a vibe for them, and kind of, what to expect. Mm-hmm.
Workout bingo.
Yeah. Super fun.
Okay.
Well, it's been really fun this week with Workout Bingo. It has taken off. People, we have prizes, okay? So let's not lie. If there are prizes involved, people are like, in front of the Sam Shrine.
Yeah. Get everything done right there.
What is this? Yeah. So if you can get a bingo card, there are some up front and there's some back in the Wellness Center. And Michaela has planned it sort of strategically so that you kind of have to veer out of your comfort zone maybe a little bit and try some different things. And they're very easy things, and they're things that maybe take a little more effort. But you get a ticket for every bingo you complete. So it's not just a coverall. You can just get 5 across.
Okay.
So you can kind of look and see, okay, we knocked out 6 of them in Jacqueline's class Tuesday.
Wow.
One, because she's Jacqueline. And then I think Debbie Amser knocked off the other ones in her class on Wednesday. But it's not just all classes. It's to get people into the wellness center also, or people that just do wellness center stuff or strength training stuff in the weight room. Maybe try a class, try cycling or Pilates. And you don't like it, that's fine. But you mark off your bingo and you can get a prize.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's some super fun interactive ones with the staff as well. Ask the staff what their favorite food is. Don't expect it to be healthy because it's usually not. Give the staff a high five and initial it. Do the rower for, a mile or something like that. All kinds of different challenges. And at the end we'll draw names out of the tickets, and you can win some of those prizes. Yeah.
Very cool.
Anybody can play. Doesn't cost anything either. That's a question I get a lot. Doesn't cost anything. Just grab it, and you could win up to get 12 tickets if you do a coverall.
That's awesome.
You do that, do another one.
Perfect.
Yep.
All right. So take advantage of that and have some fun.
Wellness Center Challenge, yep.
All right. You're watching the Morning Drill on Stream TV and on the Armstrong Neighborhood Channel. Holly Sprong with us here this morning from the Titusville YMCA. Well, busy September. I'd imagine October's pretty busy. When you said fall programming, when we first started this conversation, I'm like, nah, it's just, aren't we still kind of in the summer months? It's not. I know. It's just going so fast.
Listen, it's time for fall, Luke.
I know. Believe me, I am all in. I've been all in for a month, but...
Yes. It is time for fall. The weather is starting to understand that a little bit. I know people are not going to like to hear that from me, but I'm a fall person. So
giddy up. Cheers.
Look, I've been outside for 4 months, okay? So I'm ready to be take a little rest.
I'm getting frustrated because I'm like, I can't get out the fall winter clothes.
I know.
The summer,
But you sweat.
Yeah, I'm trying to I want to get.
I don't mind sweating in
rid
the
of
Y
stuff.
when I'm working out, but otherwise, yeah, no good.
Yeah.
Well.
So what's going on in October?
In October, we will start selling tickets for our fall fundraiser, which has kind of been an annual event. It's our fall freezer and dining raffle. So we're wrapping things up. Tickets will be printed next week. And we have, I believe, like over $2,500 worth of prizes on that ticket for $10.
Wow.
Yep, those will be for sale. Townsville Family Ties Restaurant, at the Y, board members will have them. A couple other places in town I haven't confirmed, but I'm sure they will, like Missy's, the Chamber, things like that. And you can win gift cards to area eating establishments. I know that we have El Rincon Mexicano is on there twice, so there's two $25 gift cards there. There's Subway, there's Fat Chad's, there's Family Ties, there's Frosty Jacks. List goes on and on. There's, I think, 24 or 25 actual gift cards. And to Missy's, 4 $25 gift cards to Missy's. So thank you, Missy, for being our top sponsor in that. And then the grand prize is a freezer with a quarter of a beef.
Wow.
But not just one. We have 2 grand prizes this year. So if you win a gift card, say, you win a $25 gift card to Coal Oil Johnny's, your name gets put back in for that grand prize. So you have a chance to win the freezer with a quarter of a beef from Dutchman's Custom Cuts.
Wow.
And with the price of beef, it's $10 donation to the Y and pretty good chances of winning something.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that'll be coming up soon. Again, tickets will go on sale in October. The drawing is November 21st, the week before Thanksgiving. So if you win, you can have, ribeye on Thanksgiving if you want. Feed the whole family.
Good holiday season.
Yeah.
So there's like the grand prize, but there's like another.
The grand prize. Oh, wait, there's another.
There's another, yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, that's coming up. So I know board members will have tickets.
Yes.
You can stop into the Y and get tickets?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, for sure. Yep,
Right.
And we'll update you on where all those are. Watch Facebook, and we'll be plastering those posters around town so that you can get tickets. Like I said, they'll probably be at the Chamber as well. Other, local businesses. Missy's usually has them. Hawks will probably have them as well. So.
That's really exciting.
Yeah, it's a great fundraiser for us, and it's going towards this year. We're needing to replace our cycle bikes. We've had them; they get a lot of use. It's one of our most popular classes, I guess, group cycle. And I was on one yesterday, and it was I couldn't go, kind of grinding. I'm like, I don't think I should be riding
Was
this.
it the bike or was it?
Well, it was my knee and the bike.
Okay.
I wasn't sure which was which, but yeah. I mean, they're still working. It's you're foreshadowing, trying to plan before they don't.
Okay.
So that's what that will go towards.
Nice. Hey, and real quick, that's been awesome. A lot of changes. It's new equipment this past year. What's been the response to just people coming in and going, oh, wow, it's like reinvesting in itself?
Yeah, it absolutely is. And this equipment's going to be there for the foreseeable future,
Yeah.
We raised a lot of money for it, put a lot of thought into it. Is it different? Yes. Is there a little learning curve? Yes. Is it good and state of the art? Yes. So, just you've been used to something for 30 years, 20 years.
You're not exaggerating.
No, I'm not. And it's all black, and I mean, it looks very nice. It's sharp, but it's different. So there's different adjustments and things like that. But the response has been overwhelmingly positive. There's always going to be a couple that are just, maybe don't take change well, or, not sure what they're doing and learning. And that it can be frustrating, I understand, but we're there to help. The free weight room is all new as well. And we have people love it. There's TRX now. There's more functional fitness type equipment in there, which is really not just the trend, but the way we should be working out. And more cable crossover machines, 3 squat racks, new benches. And, we overlooked something. Where's the decline bench? It's like, oops, okay, I guess we need to get one of those. So we'll be replacing that, so that people should be excited that'll be coming in. But it has been great overall, for sure.
Awesome.
For sure, yeah.
Awesome. I love this. Every year it happens, the blood drive. Of course, it happens throughout the year, but the one in October is
the best.
It's the best.
It is the best.
It's marketed very well. Starve a Vampire.
Yes, Raven is awesome from Community Blood Bank. And we love that. We just so happen to fall on that cycle with the end of the month there in October. So October 30th is our next blood drive. Come on in, and I think you get a pretty cool T-shirt if you come in and give blood on the 30th. And the day before, we're having a CPR training, so it's back-to-back life-saving offerings there at the Y at the end of October.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah. I think there are 3 slots left in the CPR training on October 29th.
Well, those always fill up fast, don't they?
Yeah, I was surprised. I asked Jacqueline yesterday, and she said, I think there's only 3 spots left, so it's getting full.
That's not offered like every month, but every couple or every quarter?
Yeah, it's pretty much about 4 times a year. Okay. If there is, a need, like you have a company, an organization who wants to train their staff, then, reach out to Jacqueline Slater, our senior program director at the Y, and talk to her and see if you guys can work something out. Okay. She's done it before.
That's 5 to 7:30. And I think, is that something... there's some classwork you have to do prior.
There is, okay. Yes. It's an American Red Cross training, and there is prerequisite work that needs to be done online. So once you're registered and paid, you'll receive a link through your email, and then you can go on and do all of that. All the scenarios, all the quizzes online about first aid, stopping the bleed, burns, choking, infant, pediatric, and adult.
Okay.
You have 2-year training. Certification is for 2 years as well.
And you'll have people come from out of town just because it's being offered here.
Usually.
And so, again, if it's something that is of interest to you, make sure you sign up and take advantage of that opportunity.
Please do. It does take a little bit of time to do those courses. And then if you have any trouble, logging in or anything like that, it gives us some time to help you troubleshoot that.
Okay.
It's usually not too difficult, but it takes, I'd say at least 5 hours to do all of that coursework.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. But you can break it up. You don't have to do it all
at
once.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, especially if you start now, then you've got time. So.
Right. Yeah.
Holly, if folks have questions, want more information, how do they get hold of you?
Well, I'd love for you to stop and see us at the YMCA in Titusville, 510 West Main Street. You can find us on Facebook, Titusville YMCA, or TitusvilleYMCA.org on the web.
Good to see you this morning.
Yeah, good to be here.
Thanks.
Happy homecoming.
New Directions Community Credit Union is now open in Titusville. They may be new to our community, but they've been serving our region since 1974, providing their members with affordable products and services. Membership is open to anyone who lives, works, worships, volunteers, attends school, regularly conducts business, or who owns a business in Venango, Forest, Warren, or Crawford counties. Visit their new location at 206 South Martin Street in Titusville to learn more about becoming a member. Best of luck to all the students and athletes this fall from New Directions Community Credit Union.
Looking for expert orthopedic care? Dr. Charlie Gates, a trusted name at Titusville Area Hospital, can help you regain mobility and a better quality of life. With years of experience and a passion for personalized care, Dr. Gates specializes in treating a wide range of orthopedic conditions. Whether it's joint pain, sports injuries, or orthopedic surgery, trust Dr. Charlie Gates at Titusville Area Hospital for your orthopedic care. Call 814-827-9770 today to schedule your appointment.
Vanderhoof Heating and Air Conditioning provides residential and light commercial air conditioning services throughout the area. They understand the importance of your cooling system working properly. That is why you can trust in Vanderhoof to do the job right. Whether it's a non-working air conditioner, yearly maintenance, or a new install, you can be assured that we will solve your problem quickly and efficiently. Your home's air conditioning system is far more than just temperature. It's a complete comfort system that combines temperature, humidity, air quality, and above all, safety. Vanderhoof Heating and Air Conditioning in Titusville. Titusville Market Square is home to over 100 unique vendors featuring antiques, collectibles, candles, coins, baked goods, dairy products, food items, comic books, toys, and so much more. You'll discover something new every time you walk through the door. Did we mention the selection of baked goods, breads, Clark's Donuts, and Amish pies? Titusville Market Square has you covered. Stop in to explore today. Titusville Market Square in downtown Titusville.
Our new home.
Somebody pinched me. Somebody say pinch?
Pinch,
Ooh,
pinch.
pinch time.
We mean we just bought this.
Yeah, we just bought a new house. Why are there crabs? You don't call for pinches. Call for protection.
Hit it. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Your State Farm agent is ready to help you choose the right coverage for your new house and your car.
All right, which way to the sea?
We're in Ohio.
So is that close or no?
No.
You got a pool?
No.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I'm Ronnie Long.
And I'm Lisa Mellon.
The name Armstrong reflects more than just a company. It's a promise.
While others focus on the short term, we're building for a future that's limitless.
From the dawn of cable television to the rise of the digital age, we've delivered cutting-edge technology like our advanced fiber network that redefines what's possible.
Guided by our core values, we have proudly served and strengthened communities like yours for generations.
Fat Chad's is Titusville's premier dining destination. Come hungry and enjoy these menu favorites: T-bone steak, homemade meatloaf dinner, or soft shell crab tacos. Dive into fresh pasta entrees like shrimp and scallop pasta or our signature Asiago chicken. And don't miss our famous burgers and fish sandwiches, all served with fresh cut fries. Fridays mean prime rib specials. Enjoy wild game Saturdays. And on Sundays, it's our all-you-can-eat wing buffet. For good food and good times, it's Fat Chad's Brewing in Titusville.
211 is an easy-to-remember telephone number for finding health and human services for everyday needs and in crisis situations. Every day, highly trained 211 call specialists provide referrals to basic human needs resources like food banks and shelters, physical and mental health, employment support, support for youth and child care programs, and support for adults and persons with disabilities. To learn more, dial 211 or visit pa211nw.org.
U.S. stocks ended lower on Thursday, with the Dow dropping nearly 0.4% and the S&P 500 and NASDAQ each losing 0.5%. While most of the S&P 500 sectors ended lower, Mike Muscio, president of FBB Capital Partners, cautions against reading too much into the market's third straight day of losses.
We're in a stretch here where it's 3 consecutive down days right now, but I would call them orderly down days, nothing too crazy, nothing too volatile in terms of spiking within individual sectors or even individual names that much. So I think it's a little bit of profit taking, a little bit of Probably window dressing as we get to the close of the third quarter, where institutions are shifting some money around from some of the things that have been winners and starting to look for other places for that capital to go.
Stocks on the move Thursday included CarMax, which spiraled 20% after the used car retailer reported lower second quarter profit. Shares of Accenture dropped more than 2.5%, despite the consulting firm reporting revenue above expectations. And shares of Costco slipped even after the discount retailer beat fourth quarter revenue and profit estimates. Investors are braced for Friday's release of the Personal Consumption Expenditures Price Index, the Fed's preferred inflation measure, which could shape expectations for the path of interest rates.
All right, a quick look at that weather forecast. Dense fog burning off here this morning, then partly cloudy skies this afternoon, with temperatures today in the mid-70s. Partly cloudy this evening, becoming foggy and damp after midnight with lows in the low 50s. Saturday, partly cloudy, upper 70s. Sunday, partly cloudy, low 80s. Monday, partly cloudy, low 80s. And Tuesday, partly cloudy with temperatures around 80 degrees. That is a look at your weather forecast at 8:37. This is the Morning Drill. You're watching it on Stream TV and on the Armstrong Neighborhood Channel. Live shot of Dublin here this morning with Steeler fans practicing waving the terrible towels down on the corner there. Yeah, the Steelers have the Vikings Sunday morning at 9:30 on NFL Network. The Temple Bar, a great place, great spot if you're visiting Dublin. There they are, and the place has just been decked out with the Steelers fans and gear and all sorts of fun things. Joining us this morning is Mr. Sports, Bruce Peterson. Hi, Bruce.
And my first question is, why aren't we there?
Bruce, I was looking at that this morning, and I'm like, man, we should be on that corner.
We should be on that corner. Yes, sir. Representing Stream.
Hey, I want to ask, though, I mean, this sounds already, before the game even starts on Sunday, this has been a very successful opportunity for the NFL and for Steelers fans. I'd imagine they would look to do this again sometime soon.
Go
back to Ireland.
Yeah, well, remember Rooney was ambassador there for a while, so he they have a close relationship with I guess there's a lot of Steeler fans there. So, and what the NFL is trying to do is they're trying to sell the NFL game overseas. Now, will it ever exceed soccer? Probably not, but I think they're making inroads, Now they're in Brazil, Mexico City. Now, Mexico City, their team is the Steelers. Mexico City loves the Steelers. If you go down to Mexico City and you say, who do you root for? It's the Steelers.
Yeah.
They love the Steelers.
Do you think the NFL has plans to expand into Europe?
Well, I think they're thinking about it. And I mentioned a couple weeks ago, the travel is really going to be the thing.
Well, or would it be, hey, we're going to keep our U.S. teams here, but we're going to also launch teams in Europe, and they just stay there?
Have their own league. Well, they did have that for a while. The NFL had a minor league system in Europe, but they dropped it after so many years. In fact, a lot of players would go to Europe and kind of get their career started, and then they come back American and play for the big league teams. So remember those when they had those teams over there? Yeah, they had one they had a couple in England and Germany, and I think they had 6 of them, and they played each other. But I don't know. I don't know if they'll try it again or not.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Well, it looks like everybody's having a good time.
It certainly does. I think they're having a really good time. It almost looks like a corner in Titusville.
Yeah,
old buildings and look at that.
People walking around with their Guinness, I guess. I don't know.
I guess. Yep. Guinness Stout. Yep. That's what they drink over there, among other things.
Yeah. What do you want to start with there this morning?
Well, it's very interesting. I'm going to go over the last 3 games because when you look at the last 3 games, of which Steelers won 2, all right, by the metrics, they didn't win any of them. They didn't win it by the metrics. They didn't win any of them. Otherwise, we're talking about total yards, passing yards, rushing yards, first downs, time of possession, whatever. Any metric you look at, Pittsburgh didn't win any metrics in those 3 games.
This throws the pundits off, by the way.
I know.
Okay.
So we're going to say, well, why do they win these games? Why do they win these games where they don't win the metrics? And then let's look at the metrics. Okay, the 3 games. The opponents and the Steelers. The opponents ran for 418 yards, the Steelers 189 in those 3 games. The opponents passed for 746 yards, they passed for 546 yards. The opponent's total yards was 1158, theirs was 741. Wow. How did they win 2 out of those 3 games? You got to ask yourself, how did they do that? Well, Matt Williamson did a deep dive into 1-score games. And 1-score games is you win a game by a touchdown or field goal. 1 score. All right. Now, since Tomlin has been a coach in Pittsburgh, that goes back to 2007, almost 20 years. Wow. Pittsburgh has led the league in 1-score games. Okay, 173. Number 2 is the Chargers. They have 168. All right, that's 1-score games. Now you ask yourself, how did Pittsburgh do in those 1-score games? Well, let's look at the Chargers. They're number 2. Their record in 1-score games is 73-95. 73-95. So they're under 500 by almost 22 games. What's the Steelers' record in 1-score games? 106-65-2.
Wow.
They win 1-score games. How do they do it? Well, look at the turnover battle. Turnover battle is 8-3. All right? And look at the last game. They sacked the quarterback 5 times, forced 4 fumbles, and had an interception. That's why they won the game. That's why. It wasn't their offense. It was their defense. And the thing about the Steelers, I mean, if you look at the 1-score games, Steelers never panic. They always play their game, and they think they can win. They do. That's the way they play. They play, we think we can win. They're not always going to win. 1-score games, they did lose some, 65. But there is and I think you got to look at this quarterback this year, Aaron Rodgers. And he's not by any metric had a great year. It's been okay, he's been all right. But he doesn't put them into trouble. He's had a few I think he's had 1 turnover per game, 1 interception. All right. But he calls plays where he doesn't put his offensive line at risk, expecting them to do too much because they're a work in progress. He knows that. And they got this great defense that has really not been that good between the 20s. But if you get inside the 20, they are really stiff. 2 of those fumbles were on the 2-yard line. 2-yard line. So what is it about Pittsburgh? I don't know. I think it's a culture. I think it's having 3 coaches since 1969. You have consistency. You have stability. You're not always changing your scheme. And when Dan Rooney built this system back in the late 60s, if you notice, when somebody retires, like if they bring in a new coach, they usually don't change all the coaches. When the general manager retires, they don't change the whole organization. They just bring in a new general manager. And probably somebody that's already been there. So it's a culture.
It is, yeah. One thing, and obviously we're relying heavily on defense, and we have been for a little while, but some of my favorite moments is when Big Ben would orchestrate those game-winning drives. 41 fourth-quarter comebacks, 53 game-winning drives.
There you go. There you go.
Those were always so much fun to watch, weren't they?
The New England game. Game-winning drive at the end of the game. First 4 times they get the ball in the second half, 3 and out. At the end of the game, he drives it down the field, and if you look at that pass he throws to Austin, that's an awesome throw. They know how to win when they got to win. They know how to make plays when they got to make plays. Ben was great at it, and we're seeing some of the same things from Rodgers. You know?
Well, I like the leaders. What you see with Rodgers, I think, is the calmness.
Exactly. Never gets rough.
Yeah.
Yep, never gets rough.
And Ben did that well. Ben could orchestrate the line, and he just remains calm. And, the Super Bowl with the Cardinals.
Yeah, exactly.
He came out and knew what he needed to do.
Yep, and they did it.
And they did it. Yeah.
Yeah, and of course that wide receiver Santonio Holmes makes an incredible play, but that's what they do.
But Ben put the ball in
where it needed to be. No one
be.
else could get it. Gets the 2 feet down, win the game. Yep. Exactly. And the only guy that beat him in those runs was Aaron Rodgers in 2010. And of course the running back fumbled the ball. I can't remember his name, which is the reason they lost.
But that was a good game. Not the Super Bowl, but the game the Steelers played against Green Bay, I think in Pittsburgh. It was a high-scoring game, but I think Pittsburgh came back to win on that last drive, I think.
But I'm talking about the Super Bowl.
Right. But I was just saying there was another good game with the Packers where we actually won. That was
so
a shootout. But
there's just something about, I think it goes to the leadership. I was looking back, when and the other thing is they draft players that fit their system. I remember back in '74 when they were drafting a running back, they drafted Franco Harris. Now, the star running back at Penn State was Lydell Mitchell. He was the star running back. Now, they were both good. They both had, Franco Harris had over 2,000 yards at his time at Penn State. But Lydell Mitchell was the star. They didn't draft Lydell Mitchell. They drafted Franco Harris. And, of course, Franco Harris goes on to become one of the all-time great running backs. See, that's the point. They look at the players and they say, okay, we're going to look at his skills. Which one fits us the best? That was Franco Harris. Wasn't Lydell Mitchell. Lydell Mitchell, in fact, there's an interesting story here. When they get drafted, Lydell Mitchell's going to Baltimore and Franco's going to Pittsburgh. And they're talking. They're friends. And Franco Harris is going, oh, my God, I got to go to Pittsburgh. He was really bummed out. I got to go play for this awful, stinking team. Well, he goes to Pittsburgh, and they win 4 Super Bowls. So, it wasn't so bad.
It wasn't. And because of that, Bruce, I've got the Franco Harris marinara sauce.
Yes. I have a jar of that at home.
Yeah, I'm not going to open that, though.
Nope. That's, yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool.
Oh, that's funny.
So, I was going to look at New England's, in the last game, I was going to look at New England's plays. Just kind of let you know. In the first period, they had 3 plays, and then they fumbled, 6 plays and a punt. Second period, he had 9 plays and a touchdown, 17 plays and an interception. 17 plays, interception. Third, he had 2 plays and a fumble, 3 plays and a fumble. Fourth period, 15 plays and a touchdown, 8 plays and a fumble, 8 plays and over on downs. So, Pittsburgh's really tough inside the 20s. And when they got to be good, they're good. They're a veteran team. And we talked about this last week. I don't think Pittsburgh has reached what they're going to be this year. They're going to be better than they are. And I go back to the '74 season. They started out 1-4. They were terrible, awful. But down the stretch, they were really good. It's a lot of new players. Ramsey and Slay, and there's a lot of new players in this team.
I think Arthur Smith's getting a little flack because they're like, well, Metcalf's not getting the ball. There's other things going on. One, the line's still figuring itself out.
Exactly.
They're protecting Rodgers right now, which is important. But you're not going to give everything away 3 weeks into the season.
No.
You've got a lot of time.
Exactly.
So
exactly. And Metcalf is being doubled every play. He's got 2 guys on him. Guy over and under, And when he does make a play, he makes a big play. He's made some big plays for them.
Yeah.
So,
boy, I'll tell you what. You look at the Pickens situation, and you look at what happened to Harris. I feel bad for Harris getting hurt and out, but you start looking at that and you go, okay, Steelers got rid of maybe some. Not that Harris was a headache. Pickens was the headache, but some good decisions made there.
There was, yeah, and Metcalf is a solid.
Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him. I think he's, he goes into these cities thinking, hey, I want to be part of this. And
he's one of the top quarterbacks. I was looking last night at the teams with the most wins. He's right up there. He's up in the top 10. He'll probably be in the Hall of Fame, maybe, but career's not so good now,
Yeah.
But Rodgers still plays well for his age. Still plays very well. And he's good. He's good here, above the neck. And everybody says, well, he's a selfish player. And so, no. He's one of the best players on that team with helping other players, guiding other players, mentoring other players. He's terrific. And whenever you see him in the press conference, he's enjoying his time there. He really is. So.
Good. You're watching the Morning Drill on Stream TV and on the Armstrong Neighborhood Channel. Mr. Sports, Bruce Peterson with us here this morning. Anything else before we're going to be doing picks here in a few minutes?
Well, I want to talk about college football because we're getting into the nitty-gritty now. There's a lot of good games, but I picked 5. 5 games that I think you need to watch for. Most of them are Big Ten. The first one is number 21 USC is at 23 Illinois. Now, Illinois has become a very good team in the Big Ten, Now, they got hammered by Indiana last week, big time. But we'll talk about Indiana later. So, USC is number 21, Illinois is 23. USC is favored by 6. I think they will cover the spread. I think they'll win this game. Number 2 is number 4 LSU at number 13 Ole Miss. Now, LSU has been living a charmed life. And Ole Miss is favored by 1.5 points, and I think Ole Miss will win this game.
Okay.
Yep. It's going to win this game. And then we're going to talk about Indiana and Iowa. Now, how many times and Iowa's always good. They're always a tough team. And number 11, Indiana. Yes, that's Indiana. Number 11 are playing at unranked Iowa. Indiana is favored by 8.5 points. How many times have we seen that in the past? They'd be at Iowa and be favored by 8.5 points. Well, they're going to cover the spread. They are a really good team. Watch this Indiana team. Really good team. Then we have number 17, Alabama at number 5, Georgia. And now Georgia's favored by 2.5 points, and I think they're going to win, which is make Alabama's going to be 2-2. Imagine that. Remember years ago, they didn't even lose a game. Now they're going to be 2-2, 4 games in. And then finally, the game, number 6 Oregon at number 3 Penn State.
I'm surprised how many people are not picking Penn State.
Yeah, the Penn State's been favored. I looked this morning, and Oregon's favored.
Yeah.
By 3.5 points.
Yeah.
So the betting has really switched.
What's going on there?
Well, if you look at the metrics, the Oregon has scored more points scored, touchdowns scored. They've given up, I think, but the defensive metric you have to look at is points against, and Penn State leads in points against by almost 2 points.
Okay.
So Penn State will have to win this game with their running game and their defense. Running game, defense.
Whiteout game, right?
Yep, whiteout game. At night, it's going to be loud. And Penn State has a really good offensive line. So they're going to have to run the game to keep Oregon off the field. Oregon's a very explosive team, but you have to slow them down by letting your team play and keep them on the bench. So I think they will do that. James Franklin has not won many of these big games.
That's the knock that he has.
That's the knock.
Ohio State,
yep.
Oregon. Yeah.
So tonight, I think he will win this game. I think they will win this game.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm picking them, even though it's now 3.5 points, or 2.5 points, I think, is Oregon. So I'm going to pick Penn State.
Okay.
Pirates. 3 games left. I'm going to dig deeper into the Pirates later on. They have 69 wins. They play 3 games against the Athletics, who are not very good. They're playing. No, it's not the Athletics. Who is it? Is it the Athletics? I think.
No, they just got done playing them.
No, I thought they just got done playing the Reds.
No, they played the A's this past weekend.
Okay.
Unless they have them again. Yeah, they have they beat the Reds. Or no, the Reds beat them 2-1.
Well, they were 2-1 against the Reds. They won the first two losses. Last one. Who's the
Braves?
Braves. That's it. Atlanta. Down there.
Yeah.
Down there. Yeah, they're a pretty good team. If they win one more game, they have a 70 win. I think that's kind of a metric for them this year. Get to 70 wins. Charrington feels that they can be a winner next year. All right. And so there's talk about they've got a good young pitching staff, and they have almost a surplus of pitchers. And the talk is that they may trade Keller for a bat because they need more offense. And if you look at, they've played a lot of one-run games.
Yeah.
You know, one-run games where a hit here, a hit there, they would have won the game. So they're not that far, and the pitching is really, really good. I would say probably one of the best young pitching staffs in the country.
Paul Skeens, 197 ERA.
197. Probably going to win the
Cy Young.
Cy Young, yeah. Pretty darn good.
All right.
And the guy they got coming.
You've been talking about him for a while.
Well, they got Connor Griffin.
Okay.
I keep saying this name. Connor Griffin.
Connor
Griffin. Connor Griffin. This guy he's the number one prospect in baseball. And he will be up next year. This kid is the real deal. The best prospect I have seen since Roberto Clemente.
Wow.
Now hear that? Roberto Clemente. And he's pretty darn good.
Just a legend. I mean, not a big deal.
Yeah. And by the way, there's on History Channel, they've done a whole show on Clemente. It's called Clemente.
Oh, wow.
I suggest you go watch this show. It's really good. Okay. What an incredible player he was. Oh, my God. One of the best players I ever saw play.
Lightning round for picks.
All right.
You ready? Vikings, Steelers.
Steelers.
Commanders, Falcons.
Commanders.
Saints, Bills.
Bills.
Browns, Lions.
Lions, but the Browns pulled a big upset last week against Green Bay.
They did.
Whoa.
And the Lions.
Goes Stefanski.
Lions look pretty good against the Ravens.
Yep.
Titans, Texans.
Texans.
Panthers, Patriots.
Patriots.
Chargers, Giants.
Chargers.
Eagles, Buccaneers.
Boy, I was thinking about picking the Bucks, but I'm going to go with the Eagles. But boy, look out. The Bucks could pull an upset here.
Yeah, Eagles almost lost.
Yep.
Colts, Rams.
Rams.
Jaguars, 49ers.
49ers.
Ravens, Chiefs.
Ravens.
I think Kansas City is done.
Yeah, the complimentary players aren't there.
Bears, Raiders.
Raiders.
Packers, Cowboys.
Packers.
Monday night, 2 games, Jets, Dolphins.
Jets.
Bengals, Browns. We got people watching in Ohio, so be careful.
Bengals, Browns. Yeah, I really vacillate on this because they don't. Burrow is out. I'm going to pick the Browns.
Okay.
I'm going to pick the Browns. I think they can pull. I tell you.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's incorrect. Bengals, Broncos is what I meant.
That's it. Yeah. Broncos.
Okay. Sorry about that.
I'll tell you, I like Stefanski in Cleveland. He's a good coach. I hope they don't get rid of him because I think if they stick with him and give him some players, he can win. Don't fire Stefanski. Just say it.
Bruce, good to see you.
You too, buddy.
All the best.